Well, hello again to all the boys and girls out there in YouTube land watching. John and Ellie of Georgia Beer Reviews here with David and the legendary Ron Ontario of Louisiana Beer Reviews. And today we are looking at Blanton's, courtesy of David. You want to tell us a little bit about this?
Jay, you can describe this. You do a lot of research. I just know it's really good.
46 proof, right?
Yeah, I can tell you a little bit about this. Okay, so in 1984, the company introduced America's first single barrel.
This one is 93 proof. This one came from barrel 424. It was dumped, their words, whiskey dumped on December the 18th, 2018. So this bottle, and this is off of rack 23. They're giving all kinds of information, warehouse H and all that. So this is authentic. They want to show you that it's really coming from an area. So I don't know the year.
Yeah, 1984, they introduced America's first single barrel bourbon, and it was like a specialty. And then pretty soon everybody wanted to do that. You know, gonna make single barrels. I went to their distillery and their bottling plant in Kentucky, and they hand label it. They sit down at this long table and they glue it on by hand and bottle it by hand. And there's a big barrel where they're sucking it out with like some hose, you know, and the whole room is redolent. It just smells like bourbon, you know. So it's a pretty neat experience to go in there.
Yeah. I find this one to be very floral when you.
Yeah, I heard somebody talk about this, and we mentioned this about 3 years ago, how it's sort of like a more developed and aged Buffalo Trace,
Right.
which is sort of their base bourbon.
So we're gonna go ahead and try this. It comes with the fancy little
Horse.
ceramic horse on it and a cork. It made that funny little noise.
Now, I did have this back in 2014. I bought a bottle, and I paid $100 for it. Which I would never do now that I know better. But,
When this is here locally, I get it for a little over 60.
Yeah, I've seen it actually
65.
like 56, but usually be in the 60s. Yeah.
There's other stores that will just look at you and shake their head when you tell them, really, you want me to spend $90 on that? There's no way. So this is from Ilios Wine Warehouse in New Orleans, Louisiana. He hand selects. In other words, he'll get samples from barrels, and then he picks one that he thinks, I don't know what process he uses for deciding on which one he picks, but it's never a.
So this is an Ilios Select.
Yeah,
For that
he
wine
actually
warehouse.
he actually selected it.
And I'll say this much, I'm gonna stand up for a moment. If you look on the Blanton's website, and by the way, Blanton was an old distillery master at that company, and they named it after him. You can get this in America, but there's a bunch of other ones listed on their website that you can only get in foreign countries, and some that you can only get at the airport. You know, those travel specials.
all kinds of stuff.
It's probably developed for regions.
Yeah.
So
And I would love to try those other ones.
if we try this on the nose,
Charred oak.
Charred oak. I'm getting a little bit of caramel.
yeah.
Kind of burns the nostrils a little bit more than the Stedmans. You get a little
Get the floral
the
notes
vapors
going on with it.
The vapors going on.
46.5% alcohol. That's not bad.
I mean, it smells delightful.
It's not harsh at all, though.
Let's go ahead and taste it.
Yeah.
Too much talk.
Cheers.
It's mellow. No burn.
No burn.
Yeah, less burn than with the Stedmans.
No burn.
Getting a little vanilla. Definitely caramel.
I might be juvenile. Maybe I'm juvenile in a way, but I kind of like the burn sometimes. But it could just be a me not knowing a lot about whiskey, being kind of ignorant about it.
Now, what I'd like to do with whiskeys, rather than drinking them straight like this, I like to put like a little bit of ice in it. It brings
an ice cube or a couple of drops of water. I say it opens up the flavor.
Yeah.
Which, I've done that too, but I just typically, drink it neat like this. mix this with anything though. You know.
No, just ice.
To mask, you don't want to
2018.
mask the flavor. Then this has got a lot of good characters. So.
Not something you'd make a cocktail with.
Right. Yeah.
We kinda
Definitely not.
defeat the purpose of buying that bottle.
Well, if you're an idiot and don't know shit about whiskey, yeah, you'll make a cocktail with this.
I was trying to be more diplomatic, but
Yeah, but if you're spending this kind of money,
well, you've got cocktail whiskey.
I
in
wouldn't
the
think I
cabinet.
would want to mix it if you're spending the extra money. But
Yeah.
I don't know. It's good. I definitely give this
What?
in the A range.
Oh yeah, this is definitely.
High A, yeah, 97, 98. I mean, it's
It's
this
almost
and the
world-class.
Stag Junior are probably the best two bourbons I've ever had. Stag Junior, I don't know if y'all have ever had that, but George T. Stag, and then they have the Stag Junior, which that bottle cost me $75. Two most expensive bottles of bourbon I ever bought, the Blantons and the Stag Junior, but I'm glad I did now, looking back, because they were, you know.
I think the
they're both
Stag is the
excellent.
Buffalo Trace, right?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll get this like right at about 98.
98. Wow.
Yeah, I'm right there with you.
It's 98.
I'm gonna say 95. I like it.
95.
It's the most excellent product.
What do you taste that's better than this to rate this at 95?
Well, I'll tell you. One time somebody gave me a vial of Four Roses 10-year age special edition, and he gave me a vial of Pappy Van Winkle. I think it was the 18-year age, a vial. Those were pretty incredible, you know. But I didn't pay for them. I mean, they were great. Somebody said, "You want this?" I said, "Where'd you get that?" He said, "Well, I don't drink whiskey. I don't even like it, but this customer loves it, and he gave it to me as like a thank you for securing me the bottles." I was like, "I'll take care of it for you." So those are pretty great. But I mean, yeah, it's worth it.
Yeah.
I'm not downgrading.
Definitely worth it for the price you got it at. Maybe not for $100 a bottle, but
Well, like
yeah.
I said, I went somewhere else and they wanted $80 for it. I was like, I'm not paying that. And the guy goes, well, somebody is. And I said, well, not this guy.
Yeah, well, if
And I waited about a month, and then it came in again, and I got it for $20 cheaper. So
yeah, and then we'll say this real fast before we cut the video off. Remember, we had the little issue with the old Fitzgerald 2019, and you said get it for me, and then I found out it was $128, and I said no way, and you said thanks, I didn't want it for that price.
Right.
not paying that kind of money. Not for something you haven't never tasted before either.
Yeah.
128.
That's
All right,
crazy.
so thanks. Wait, what am I talking about? This is his video.
That'll do it for this whiskey review, guys. Thanks for watching. And what's that you always say at the end of your videos, Ron? Come
I'll
on
say-
down to Louisiana.
Yeah, come on down to southeastern Louisiana, or in your case, west central Georgia, right?
Right. And watch Louisiana beer reviews if you haven't already. Cheers, guys.
What is that?